Kasumi? I've been wondering for a while now. After listening to Keisuke talk about this guild, I'm having my doubts as to what is your involvement in it.
Well, why would you suddenly ask that kind of question, Yusan?
Oh, don't get me wrong. He didn't mention about any girl that played a role alongside this revolutionary we know as the Pawn. Yes, you helped Tomo back in the day and even kept a long-term promise to Keisuke-san. But do you think, honestly, that your time with him would soon end once this so-called revolution begins?
Yusan, please, don't speak like that. You're scaring me.
Sorry, but I'm simply stating out facts. I mean, think about it. If Tomo does accept this awakening of his, will soon disappear from his thoughts in the near future. It's the certain fact of life. Everyone forgets someone in their life. Mostly those who suffer from these are long-term friendships.
Yeah, that's true.
As much as what Tomo taught me during those Bible lectures he shared in high school, there's this one verse that I'm very meticulous with. No man can serve two masters. If you put it in context, that fits our lifestyle, less the spiritual things. A man's heart cannot belong to two people, or things in this case. Make it two beings.
Two beings?
You and that R of his. Right until now, he has led on to both of you. He doesn't want to lose either of you from anything that could stand in his way. Knowing him, he'd do anything in his power to have both of you. But once this supernatural thing happens,
He has to make a choice.
a story like that still gives an important aspect of life. We all make choices, even those that we don't want to decide. It's like the plot line of an anime if you think about it. If you take out the fictitious stuff like ghosts, magic, and the like, what you're left with is the same thing with reality. The characters need to take a choice. But it's not like a game. However, you can revert back to that decision and test the other one before moving on. Here, in reality, there is no replays. I hate to say it, but if this comes alive, he's going to stray from us even further. You do realize that, right?
Damn. Even if the power of this R has increased, it still can't keep up to Keisuke's R. The water and oil temperature seems to be alright, but even up to this point, there's no decrease in power after this long run either. What makes Keisuke's R that powerful?
The longer you push a car, the more it struggles. That's probably the reason why Tomo found that his R was weak in comparison to others. I can understand that. pretty natural for a car's performance to have reached its limit. When we took Azar apart, the degree of warping was phenomenal. It's like it was driven for more than 500,000 kilometers. It's as if that R existed for more than a decade. Is that what Tomo meant by Azar being weak?
R, please. I need you now. We have to keep Keisuke's R in sight.
You called?
You. Do you always show up in these crucial moments?
As long as you yet to accept your destiny, I'll continue to show up, as you call it, in moments you wouldn't expect. You see the Joker in front of you, yes? You desire to match up to its speed?
I have to. If it's the only way to make you stop upsetting my mind.
Just a note. What I say of your role as the revolutionary is not mine. I speak for those who long it. I simply deliver their cause.
And this battle is a test to see if I'm worthy to face this so-called king?
Only that you mustn't fail. If you fail, the more you doubt the guild. And the more you doubt the guild, the more you'll suffer. Do you wish to suffer more? Or do you want to be liberated from all the pain in order to not worry those who care for you?
To those who care for me?
Your associates, for one. Like him and the newborn jackal. The lady that supports you right up to now. And more so, the 4 evicted members of the guild who have seen the evils in the king's heart during the 7th regime. If you suffer, they will too. Do you understand the position you play in this?
I don't want them to suffer because of me.
Then it is time. Do you wish to accept your fate as the reincarnated pawn of the 7th regime, overthrow the king, and re-bestow the lost peace that should have reigned humanity as of this moment?
If it's the only way to close further pain that comes upon them due to the trials that I avoid.
This would be the last time we'll converse like this. From here on out, whenever you step into your R, you will feel my presence right beside you. Only, you will not feel it.
Just promise me one thing. Once this is over, you leave me.
That condition will be met once the preceding events would conclude. You've yet to face the true challenges with this R. The crest of this thing you call a machine, a car, holds a meaning. And so are the so-called modifications you have. We are connected and selected because of this R. True, the industry gives names to these modifications for acoustic pleasures to the people. But only we hold the secrets to its name. R, S, and Z. They all hold a meaning. Yours, however, isn't one of the 3. Yours holds a greater initial in relativity to the guild, the V-spect. Understand that well, and log that of the release of Excalibur from its stone confinement. The seal shall be exposed.
This feeling, could it be?
I understand now. V-spec. It holds a deep implication.
The awakening has begun. She finally accepted it. Now's the time to put a closure to this session with all that I have.
Races like this are beyond human comprehension, nor should it stand as something nonsensical. Each race holds a meaning to the participants and those spectating. It's something that normal people won't understand. The existence of racing, a liberation from the system's bondage. I understand now. You unite with those part of it, and you end the battle together. Not caring of gains or losses, who's faster and who gives up. We chase for something that we even can't comprehend. Is it good enough for your expectations?
It's far from good. It's excellent. Beyond my expectations, actually. The guild chose the right person for the role of the pawn. Do you think you were born to become it?
I've yet to ask myself that question.
So, what's gonna happen now? Is the revolution beginning, or...
Moments from now, it will begin. The only thing we have to do now is wait for the day that the pawn and the king would meet.
Any idea who the king may be? Is he someone we know?
It's beyond our knowledge. Even our awakenings won't speak of it.
Why? Shouldn't it be better for him to know?
Although we know of the previous guild members, I cannot answer that question, Kasumi-san.
Don't worry. I know a place where the king might just find me. We call out to each other there. Sometime soon in the future, he's bound to answer my call. Or perhaps, waiting for me to answer his. When we meet, we meet. We don't have to rush things. Let time do its bidding. Besides, I have a lot of catching up to do.